Good morning everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Monday the 8th of May 2023 and today we're heading back into Germany. It's the final day of the trip and tonight I am heading to Paderborn to watch the team that Paderborn ground share with SC Verl in their game against VfL Osnabrück in Dry Liga. But first, as you can tell by the title of the video, we're off for a stadium tour at one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. So it's going to be a good day this, let's get into it. Let's get the train and let's head back into Germany. So I'm at Venlo station, I'm still in the Netherlands, and my next train is delayed, and that delay means I'm going to miss my last train onto Dortmund. I'm not going to lie, the trains over the course of this weekend have been really poor. Got to remember, in this part of Europe they build their trains up to be something pretty special basically, and if I'm honest, they've been a bit of a letdown. If anything, they're making Northern Rail look good, so needless to say, I am not particularly impressed. So we're here at the iconic Signal Iduna Park, but I am not going to lie, that was quite possibly the worst train journey I've ever had. It was an absolute nightmare from start to finish. Nevertheless, we're here and we are ready to start the tour. So there, of course, we have the iconic yellow wall. You get 25,000 fans all congregated into that. I mean, if I was to come here for a match, it'd be something that I'd rather be looking at than be a part of, if truth be told. But all the same, some of the displays that they've put up are quite something. Of course, over there you've got, I believe this little section here is for away supporters. So 80,000 people can fit into this stadium, so it is quite an experience just to be here. So this looks as though it may be a bit of a press room, obviously where the managers will come and managers and players will come to do their post-match interviews and what have you. So we're seeing like what it's like in the stands, we're seeing the yellow wall. Now I guess we're getting into what it's like for players and management on a match day. So we are in the Borussia Dortmund changing room. As you can see, the players have got their name on their photo, so next to where the pegs for their shirts would be, just in case A, they forget what the name is, and B, what they look like. So of course you've got Marco Reus, Emre Can, a former Liverpool player. See who else we can find. Have a look around here. Of course, Jude Bellingham, the England player, Sebastian Haller, Mats Hummels, a bit of a legend for the German national team. I believe he was part of the 2014 World Cup winning squad. So we are quite evidently now in the players' tunnel. Let's walk out as if we are going out to play a match. So I am now currently in the home team dugout. I think it's crazy to think some of the best players in the world have probably been sat on this seat, possibly some of even the best managers. Of course, Jurgen Klopp used to be manager here, so yeah. So I am now in the dugout for the away team. Again, some of the best players in the world have sat on these seats. I think all the big Champions League nights have been here, the games against the likes of Bayern Munich in the league. I think maybe if he was injured or if he wasn't, like maybe it's a bit of form. Robert Lewandowski's maybe sat on this seat or something like that. So yeah, anyway, onwards with the tour. So this is clearly the away end. Look at all these stickers for various different clubs. Of course there you have VfL Osnabrück, who are the away team in the game we are watching tonight. You've got Eintracht Frankfurt, Bayern Munich, see who else we can find. Another Eintracht Frankfurt, Union Berlin. So yeah, they really do love the stickers out here. So in here it looks as though you've got some sort of TV lounge. You never know if this channel grows and someone picks me up. I could be in this box one day. Anyway, let's move on. So now we find a board for the list of everything that Borussia Dortmund have won. Of course, we've got the DFL Super Cup, the Verl, the Bundesliga itself. Last won it in 2012 before Bayern started some significant dominance. Of course, another trophy there. I think that might even be the UEFA Super Cup. And the year they won that, 1966. Something else may have happened in German football that year to the national team, but truth be told, nobody back in England really talks about that. You've got the DFL Pokal. The last time they won it was in 2021, so not that long ago at all. Of course, the big one, the Champions League, won it in 1997, which is the year I was born, and were finalists in 2013, a game which was played at Wembley. So that is now time on the stadium tour. I'm going to check into my hotel for this evening, which is in Dortmund, at which point I'll do the match preview for tonight's game, which is SC Verl versus VfL Osnabrück. So I'm in the final hotel of the trip, and I've got to say, this of the three that I've stayed in is probably the nicest. But anyway, going into tonight's football, it is a big game for VfL Osnabrück. They are currently in 6th place in the Dry Liga table, and of course the way the promotion works in this division is that the top two automatically get promoted, but then third place goes into a playoff with third bottom from Zwei Bundesliga. But there is a bit of a snag in this league this year that could potentially work in Osnabrück's favour, and that is because the team currently in 2nd place are Freiburg's second team, but DFB rules stipulate that development sides are not allowed to play at a higher level than this division. So that could potentially mean that they finish 4th and could go into the playoff. I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to work. If there's anyone who follows this league a bit more closely, could tell us what happened in that scenario. Would 4th place get a playoff, or would the team that finished 3rd bottom in Zwei Bundesliga just get away with it? I'm really not sure, but all the same, there is still the chance that Osnabrück could finish 3rd, and if they get that, then that pretty much puts it beyond all doubt that they would have at least a playoff to go in, and maybe even get an automatic promotion out of it. So it's a really big game for for them tonight. But the team they're up against are SC Verl, who are currently in 10th place, and they're maybe a club that are punching above their weight. Like Verl is only a tiny little place really, and the reason that they are playing at the home games at Paderborn just now is because when they got promoted to this level, their stadium wasn't up to the standard. But as of next season, they are going to be playing back in Verl, which is great to see. So yeah, obviously for me, as it is, I will be ticking off Paderborn tonight. But I have to say, I'm really looking forward to it. Like Verl obviously in 10th place at the minute, and they're on course to finish in the top half of this league, so that'd be a really good achievement by them, it has to be said. So it's certainly not going to be easy for Osnabrück this evening, but let's get the train to Paderborn, then let's head to the Home Deluxe Arena to find out how it all unfolds. Despite non-stop bad luck with the trains today, I am finally here and I am looking forward to this. It is a new one off the list. Let's head inside and let's end this trip on a high. So I've missed the warm-ups given the amount of issues on public transport. It's taken me quite a long time to get here. Anyway, this evening I believe Verl are going to be in a black and white strip. Osnabrück, as you can probably tell by the colours over there, are going to be in a purple type colour. I'd actually wouldn't be surprised if there's more away fans in here than home fans. Really good turnout from Osnabrück. Anyway, I'll see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel.
Auf geht's, VfL Osnabrück und Sportclub wünscht viel Spaß beim Spiel und viele faire Tore.
Half-time SC Verl 0, VfL Osnabrück 1. Look, the match itself is actually pretty entertaining, but whenever in the stand it just takes one person to stand up and then everyone else can't see a thing, so that is really frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, but as I said, a very good game of football. I think you can tell that Osnabrück do have that extra bit of quality, but Verl are given as good as they're getting, really. They've had some pretty good chances throughout the game. There's one right in half time where he's had a shot that's gone just over, and just before that, I mean, the save from the header was just absolutely fantastic. Save of the season contender, really, wasn't it? But we'll see how second half goes. Of course, this is a more important game for Osnabrück than what it is for Verl. but obviously bearing in mind Verl aren't going up, but they aren't going down either, whereas there's still every chance Osnabrück could go up, and they're doing what they need to do tonight, but they need to be careful. I think they maybe need to get 2-0 up, put this game to bed, because Verl look as though they've got chances in them whenever they go forward, and they could so easily snatch something from this, so it's going to be a really interesting second half.
Der 90. Spielminute ein Doppelwechsel.
4 minutes of added time at the end of this game.
Raus mit der 11. Babu Kaka.
Probably the last chance of the game, the goalkeeper's on. Full-time SC Verl 0, VfL Osnabrück 1. How Verl didn't get at least a point out of that game is going to be one of those questions that you'll see in those "I bet he's thinking about other girls" memes. Honestly, the amount of chances they had, and some of the actual quality of their play tonight as well. I thought they actually played pretty well. I think they just did everything but score. A couple of good saves here and there from the keeper. It has to be said, Osnabrück did defend very well tonight. And look, speaking of Osnabrück, when you're in the situation they're in, where they're in the thick of a promotion race, it's just about winning. It doesn't matter if you play absolutely blistering football and tear the opposition apart or not, just win. And that's ultimately what they've done. And you could see the relief from the players at the end of the game, the relief from the fans. There was most definitely more away fans and home fans in there tonight, but I guess Osnabrück is only about an hour and 10 minutes away from here. It's not really that long a journey. I mean, especially when you consider some of the other journeys that they'll have to do in this league, you know, it's the likes of Saarbrücken and 1860 Munich. It's a relatively local game for them, so maybe it was expected that they'd bring quite a few, and at the end of the day, as I alluded to earlier, Osnabrück are a much bigger club than Verl, but yeah, you've got to give credit to Verl because they're competing at this level. A really small club, evidently not a big fan base. Frustrating couple of years for them, obviously not being able to play in Verl itself and having to come to Paderborn to play home games, but fair play to them. They are going back to Verl next season, which will be good to see, and that could be a trip for me for the future. As my golden rule of ground hopping is, of course, to never rule out any ground, and I've actually got a good mind to go to Osnabrück after that experience as well. I mean, as I said at half time, the game was good. It was good. It deserved more goals than what it actually got, but the way that stadium is designed isn't the best. As I said, when people stand up, it blocks the view for pretty much everyone else. I mean, look, is it different for Paderborn games? I don't know, because obviously, when they're at home, the whole stadium will no doubt be open. You'll have access to the terracing behind the goal. So am I being a little bit unfair? I don't know, but I can only go off what my experience was. But nevertheless, it was an experience, and it has ultimately brought this trip to an end. It's been a good trip. There's no getting away from that. It started very well at the FC Cologne second team on Saturday, and obviously following it up with the Standard Liège experience on Saturday night. Yesterday I thought was really good. I think yesterday was probably the highlight. I really enjoyed Fortuna Sittard. And today it's been a frustrating day travelling around, but at the end of the day I got to do the tour at Borussia Dortmund, and I've got to another match tonight. So that is a wrap for the European trip for 2023. 2022 to 2023, I should say. Here's to the next one, whenever and wherever that may be. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Thursday night, and it is back to the bread and butter. It's Darlington Railway Athletic versus Shotton Colliery. So looking forward to it, back in sort of more familiar surroundings in the Wearside League, but should be a good game. Until then, take care, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.